baby, pour out the milk. Tell you know how I drip.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Yeah, let's go second.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterback's got us.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. And a Charger TD. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Lions nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley, and an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
24 is the mic.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And some space here. And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Hey, exit.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Left side completion to Jones. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, Delta!
Watch the twits!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, box drop.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
Just like that. Just like that.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He'll buy some time right. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I do just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on second down. McSorley under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Tillery in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing is McSorley. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rivers now finding Mike Williams.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. McSorley, 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Prater's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, Rocket! 5. White, 89!
Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12.
Here's Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Jones gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rivers throwing complete to his tight end, Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And now running, there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Not to that.
Get it.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Begin. Sponge. No. Shift.
Hey, seam 6.
Here's McSorley to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Two times.
Ready.
Handoff comes to Anderson. C.J. Anderson, the 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Lions add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andre Branch. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, echo.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Zero. Bravo.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
8 leads.
Here we go, here we go.
5.
They'll run on first down. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 58, right there.
They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. McSorley sets to pass. His pass caught at the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now McSorley, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about the big plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back